boy Shatek, the producer. We're here in Conversations on Film. Today, we have our guest host today. We have Ayoelz. That's what you want me to call you, Ayoelz?
Yeah, that's fine. That'll do.
And we got Javon Thuny.
Thuny's got it.
Thuny's got it. We're
Talk about it.
So yeah. Tell us a little bit of self. Tell us about yourself a little bit, Ayoelz.
TikTok's most hated. You heard? Professional wig pusher. Just regular, schmegular girl from Brooklyn. That's about it.
All right. And if you're familiar with the show, our brother hasn't been back on it in a while.
Yeah. I'm out here living, getting to a life of a entrepreneur. I can't say young anymore, you know what I'm saying? Boy, I got a little longer to do, but life of an entrepreneur, this is what we doing.
All right.
We out here running around.
Up a little bit.
Up.
Away from you. No.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know. All right.
What's happening?
So we're going to get into some topics today, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this week, right, black men took a hard hit this week, right? So we have our beloved new black superhero, Jonathan Majors, right? Last week he was the week before he was the beloved superhero, him and the other dude from what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan.
You know, they were the beloved superheroes. And then as of recently, he had reports of him in a domestic violence situation. Now it's up in the air, like, you know, he lost a deal about it with the
Which deal
U.S.
did he lose?
I believe the U.S. Army deal.
Okay.
And the person that it happened with is recanting their statement about him, right? The female that he was with. And
Is that is just a girlfriend? Is it a what? Is his girlfriend, a fiance, or what? Like, is any titles involved out here?
I believe it was his girlfriend.
All right, gotcha.
I believe it was his girlfriend. So now she's recanting her statement. The damage is done, basically. You know, like, that's hard to get off your jacket once that happens. And he has such a promising career, especially in the Marvel universe and all of the, you know, all the white folk money universe. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
So, what do you think about that? Now he went from superhero to super domestic violence guy. What do you think?
He said superhero. I mean, isn't that the regular story? Don't that always happen? That always happen to us, right?
Right.
On that end, that just is what it is. Like, they build you up to bring you back down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And he supposedly called the cops on her, and he gets in trouble.
Yeah. He should have known.
So he should have what?
He should have known. He should have known.
Why he should have known?
That ski slope pussy got him in trouble. What you mean?
He said ski slope pussy.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
The ski slopes. It's white like the snow on the ski slopes. You know, I mean, it's unfortunate because I think that he called the cops to probably de-escalate the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of feel like he should have anticipated it.
Right.
Unfortunately. He shouldn't have gotten charged at all. I think that he could bounce back though, because Johnny Depp is white, but if he could bounce back after Amber Heard, this is not as bad as Amber Heard, so I think he could bounce back.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he can bounce back because he didn't do anything wrong.
That's true, and she recanted her story and everything.
The story.
Yeah, listen,
and they need to stop dropping deals before they know the whole story. So
yeah, but you know how that go. It is what it is. But listen, you know what? Wait, what kind of pussy did you call it? Like, yo, I'm gonna say the pigmently challenge, right? Yo, listen, man.
Ski slope coochie.
Let me tell you something, though. Let me tell you something. Next time, right? Something like that happen. Not even next time. It's his fault because he should have had a Shaniqua, a Latoya.
If he stayed,
you know why? Listen. You know why? You know why he should have had one? Because both of their asses would have been in the bookings together. But listen, you gonna do a crime, do it with your old guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
the relationship should be done after that.
Listen,
it should be done.
You know what time it is. Police would have came and they would have said, both of y'all going to jail. Should have been right in the bookings with him, eating cold bologna sandwiches. Like, yo, listen, you gonna learn your lesson too. Like,
right.
So he's all the way wilding.
So as reports go, she has mental issues.
Did he know this?
I believe so.
So I mean,
that's the reason why he called, right?
You know what? That's probably why. Because I've always heard, right, that crazy girls got the best box. So the mental issues, that pussy was probably on 10.
Right.
He was like, I'll deal with it if she take a medication.
But do we blame him for whatever happens because he knew she had mental issues and he continued to deal with her?
I would put part of the blame on him. You know she had, I don't know what the issue is, but you know she got mental issues.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why would you even deal with that?
But sometimes when you're dealing with people like, I don't know if this is the case, and they were with you before you got lit, it's like, do I just throw them to the wayside? Like,
they were together before he got lit?
I'm just saying. This is just like, what if that was the case? Just to make this a little more interesting.
I get it, but then I'm pretty sure she had those mental issues before he got lit.
Right, but then he still got to be with her.
He don't have to.
Right.
But dealing with somebody who has mental issues is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not for the faint of heart.
Right.
I'm crazy enough for the both of whoever, so I don't need to.
I hear that.
So there's no need for me to go that route.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, just like you said, he gonna be all right. First off, they got too much paper invested in him. Come on, man. That's Disney. That's Fox. The Marvel universe. You know they gonna clean that up. Like all that's getting cleaned up. Like
he can be replaced because for the position that he's in, right? There's always somebody out there who wants that shot.
I feel you, but
somebody who's
if
hungry
that
for
paper
that
stuff was already lined up and they got promotion and everything, they gonna clean that right on up.
They ain't clean it up.
It ain't like how it. Listen,
they didn't care.
They went from talking about it crazy to it dying down that fast. Like how fast it started dying down. Like they came and they clinked that scene up real quick. Like
they said that
the best lawyers, all that.
Look at how they did Yeezy. They didn't care. But they didn't care. It's like
they wanted to get.
We could replace you with another.
They wanted his black ass going anyway. So he was, you know what I mean. He had one pinky toe out the door anyway. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. This is a little different. Like he gonna be good paper though. I think he'll be okay. He gonna be all right.
Okay. So you don't feel like he's responsible for the nonsense because he knew that she was in this state of mind. She's just that type of person.
Maybe it was never this severe.
Right.
Because this is the first that we're hearing of the cops being involved. So maybe it wasn't that severe, or maybe if she had medication, maybe she was taking her medication. Because sometimes if the person is taking their medication, they all right.
Right.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it could be their first experience like this to this level.
It needs to be the last.
Definitely, yeah, right.
It needs to be the last.
Maybe she didn't process who he's becoming, and maybe had like
girl, he's on TV. What do you mean?
Right. So why us as black people, we usually say we're not playing the cop games. So why would he even call the cops?
But you got to think he's black and she is white, so he probably called for his own protection.
But hold on,
and it still backfired.
I'm a little loose on his background. Where he from? Anybody know where he from? Or is he?
We
do some research.
You know what I'm saying? Is he African or something? Is he from here? Like that's what I'm saying. Like is he?
That I saw. I can't remember the name though. It had Idris Elba in it. It was a western.
You said, but that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, like Idris Elba ain't.
He not. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Anyway. I know that's my point.
Right?
Is he one of those type
he's
black people? It's different. Oh, he's African American. Okay, all right. Just making sure, like
Yeah.
Because majors don't sound African.
Yeah, but Idris don't either when he putting on his acting voice. When you hear his regular voice, then you know he's from London or wherever he's from.
Elba doesn't really sound like an American name.
I feel you.
And he's Nigerian, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere. So, yeah. Right.
Let me see.
But what is he though? Because some people know the rules of the game, some people don't. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's from Santa Barbara County, California.
Oh, he's from Santa Barbara, California. Oh, he's from Santa Barbara.
Well, Santa Barbara. Not the
yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's a little.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But he from America though. Like you,
right.
Come on, fam. You should know better. Like,
right. But then he also should know, like, yo, let me call the cops on this girl before.
It's a little bit more to the story.
I think that's what he was trying to do.
Were they in a cab? I heard they were in a Uber, a cab, or something like. Or were they at the crib? It's two different. It's conflicting stories. I know they was on their way home, but.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that particular situation, like where it happened at, but I see as of recently, to Variety, he released text messages of like what happened.
Her, it's supposed to be her texting saying, you know what I mean, she sorry and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah. I reread it how this was not an attack. The woman allegedly wrote, the person who sent the text also indicates she had injuries and that we had a fight. So
he's wild. I hope he ain't really
like
put the hands of God or put them Creed hands on her to call the police. Like,
well, I'm gonna be honest.
Boy, you all the way out of line. Like,
if you are of a lighter complexion, you bruise easy.
That's true.
It don't take much.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because I don't bruise, so you're right. Like, I just burn. I look like I'm burnt. I don't bruise, so you're right. If you're lighter,
right. So, all right, cool. Now we see that happening. You know, the domestic violence situation. And then we see also in the news about this lady. She was on Facebook Live with her mom, right? And, you know, they were going back and forth about her baby father or husband, whoever he may be to her. And he sees this. He comes home, right? And they get into something, and then she ultimately shoots him and kills him. And let's get back to the beginning of the video. The video displayed her talking to her mom agreeing with certain things, and just like, I feel like being a toxic in-law. Instigating. Have you guys ever been in a relationship, either it be now or before, where you had a toxic in-law or a significant other parent?
Nah, I've never. Anyone I've ever dated or even talked to, I never had no issues with their family.
Not issues with the family,
just
but
that they were toxic.
Just like you see, like they are cool with their son or daughter being disrespectful.
Nah, I've never had that issue.
You?
Nah.
Never?
Nah. I don't deal with that. Like, I'm too nice.
So what about
nice
all right? What about
they
just
always gonna love me?
What about you got a toxic family member just in general, like always ready to get you to trying to fight and do all that shit, and they had the parent like
my family know better.
Yeah. Nah.
What?
I made an example one time. My family know better.
All right. What about grandma? Right?
My grandma
we gonna talk about
listen.
My
grandma's like, go ahead and do what you gotta do, baby. I said, okay.
Hold on, but all right. What about grandma? Right? Knowing her kids selling drugs out there in these streets, and she just like, just do what you gotta do, just be safe. Is that toxic?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Because you're enabling them. You're not even telling them to be on the straight and narrow path. And some people, you know, some people, they wouldn't go the route that they would go if they had guidance.
Right.
For you to say, well, just go ahead and do what you got to do. Just don't get caught. What kind of guidance are you giving them?
Yeah. And that goes on in a lot of homes in America, of urban America.
Absolutely.
Where
they baby can't do no wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's first when they do something, oh, free Tata. Tata ain't never did nothing but try to help his family. But he helped his family by robbing the corner store and killing the guy.
He could help his family by getting a job.
But that was his job.
Tata don't take his ass to the Piggly Wiggly. Boy.
So
stocks with shelves. So or something.
Did you ever have like any cousins or anything like that you know of, like allowing their sons and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I'm not throwing my family under the bus. Like, I love you, auntie. Like, yo, love.
But listen, you know, it could be anybody. It could be anybody.
Come on, man. We all know people who, you know, whose mothers, aunties, sisters, whatever, baby them, cover them, and you know what I'm saying? Like, make up every excuse. Well, you know this. Well, you know his daddy wasn't around. Well, you know that. Well, I mean, that just is what it is. Come on, man.
Well, I come from a family full of hustlers and gangsters and drug dealers. All the shit you can say in rap songs.
Almost all, if you from our neighborhoods,
right.
we all.
But now I'm talking about like everybody.
I know, but.
Besides me.
I got you.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that crazy.
Sucker,
but you know what?
See,
I wasn't that perfect because I did do my little
No, you didn't.
1, 2. Nah, I did it, nigga. That was a long time ago.
Listen.
I'm an older gentleman. I'm a great. I'm a
Listen,
granddad.
Them days only. I don't remember them. They do not exist.
But it's just like, even though when I was doing my thing, I would come back with something. You know, God rest her soul, my grandmother. I would come back with shit for my grandma.
Yeah, of course, I got you.
Here's some diamond earrings. Here's this, that, and the other. And it wasn't like, boy, you shouldn't be doing that. It's just like, be careful.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, just be careful.
I wouldn't have taken it. Because even taking something, knowing how it was acquired is enabling.
I feel you.
So
it's enabling.
So you don't believe in like taking stuff like from people that steal?
No. I'm enabling you. I don't want nothing stolen.
Yo, my face though.
Nah. Why steal when you can shop at DHgate? You don't gotta steal, baby.
Right.
3 weeks, it'll come right to your house from Hong Kong.
I can't do thieves either, but I got you.
You don't gotta steal.
So that's crazy.
And then I always think, where you got this from, or whoever you stole this from, they could have spent their last on this. You don't know what that person's situation is. So how dare you go and take something from somebody when you don't know how hard they worked for it? And then you reap what you sow. So then you can't get mad when somebody
do it back.
Oh, you charge to the game, though. You know,
Right.
Certain things get charged to the game. It is what it is.
Yeah, but you know,
you're gonna take L's.
People like to do things, but then when it's done to them, they can't take it.
Right.
Sunken cost. That's what it's called. A bit. It's a sunken cost.
So what? So what if they said to you like, well, you don't know what I had to do to get it. I could have got killed getting this.
Nigga, that's your problem. Nobody told you to go and do that. Why would you risk your life for them Jordans? You can get them at DHgate.
You was ordered. Like,
cut me a check.
Ordered.
We're gonna put her referral link in the bio.
Please do. Put it right here.
No,
look, right here.
It's not worth it. And then whenever you steal something, you're risking your freedom. Why would you want to go to jail over? Why? Your freedom and your freedom should mean something to you. You shouldn't be out here taking nothing that don't belong to you.
Right.
Period.
I feel you, but you speaking on a whole nother frequency right now.
Stealing is broke nigga activity.
Yeah, you're right. But everybody ain't on that frequency. Like it is what it is. Some people are hand to mouth and moving around. You said what?
I done gave niggas the plug twice.
I hear you.
I done gave niggas the plug twice.
They don't want your plug. Like they move how they moving.
Right. All right. So, okay.
She got me crying. She doing it to me.
All right. Another question, right? How long? All right. I'm gonna tell you something that happened to me recently, right?
Let's
so I went on a little trip, right, with one of my family, with my cousin. Shout out to him, right? And you know, I don't really be around my family that much, like my, you know, that side of my family that much. Not because I don't want to be. It's just that sometimes I feel like because of who I am, they think I'm too busy to be around. So, or sometimes I am too busy. You know, whatever the case may be, it's just like, you know, it's one of those situations. So, you know, me and him talking, and he brings up something that I did in the past, maybe when I was about 16 years old. It was a mistake that I did, and I feel like, you know, I remember it, but I don't remember it, but I know it happened. And it was like, damn, like, why are you knowing about this? Why does he know about this? He's only like 30 years old. I did this when I'm 16 and I'm 42. Why are you knowing about something that somebody just brung up what I did when I was 16 years old?
Man, ain't no secrets in the family. Everybody know everything.
That's fine.
How you wouldn't?
No, but listen, it's like I did this when I was 16. He wasn't even. What was he born?
Yeah, come on, man. Do your math, man.
No, I'm not doing my math right.
Oh, he's 30. No, he was like 4.
He was like 4. But he would never know this. But he just recently found this out.
Oh, he just recently found it out?
Well, he brought it up in what context? Like he brought it up to say what?
Just to basically say, oh, no, you know, your family love you, blah, 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 because I'm not around as much. And then he brought this particular situation up. And it's like, why? First of all, now
he felt like he had to be the broker or something. Talking about your family love you.
Right, stuff like that, right? Yeah. But then he's like, he explained, oh, you know, what's his name? Did you boo before at this time? And I'm like,
why are you repeating it? Why are you repeating it?
Well,
told you don't. No, I'm saying like if somebody told you that, why you gotta bring it? Why you act like you didn't know nothing?
Because the person didn't even tell him. Another cousin told him that's the same age that shouldn't be knowing this type of stuff.
Yeah,
okay.
But then like, why are you mentioning this type of stuff to these kids.
Stuff always going to echo on your family forever. You could have did something when you was 10. It's going to echo on the family forever. Like.
Okay, that's fine. But when do you not have to deal with that anymore? Like
when you're dead, like when it comes to family, some things is gonna be.
It's niggas. You gonna always have to deal with it.
That's what I'm saying. Come on,
niggas.
man.
Even when you ain't
excuse you over here sitting over like you excuse.
They not gonna let it go. They
man, text me what you did. So
they ain't never gonna let it go.
What you did? Yeah.
You know.
So
but you just paid no mind.
So basically,
and you the family celebrity, man. Come
right,
on, man. You
did it.
So
I mean,
so whatever they said, Sean did. He did that shit.
All right. Speaking of celebrity, right? Let's talk about Chris Brown, and he's never. Like getting over this situation with Rihanna.
Oh yeah, that's come on, man.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like people should let it go simply because after that situation, didn't she go back to him?
Yes.
Okay, then. So niggas need to drop it, cause she went back to him, and I think I believe that he said that she put her hands on him first.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but
if you put your hands on a man, the man has the right to defend himself. I'm not saying that he should have beat her to the capacity that he did. But
did he even beat it to a capacity?
What you say about light people? What you say? What you said about they bruises and all the other stuff? You said we don't know what that.
Yeah, but yeah.
I'm just saying, but things happen. If you tossing and she's swinging, he's swinging. If they going, then he has scratches all in his face too. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know because you didn't. That wasn't the picture of his face wasn't.
First of all, this is like 30 years ago. I don't remember.
But you see how you just said that in detail.
If she hit him first and he defended himself, you can't say nothing. And if he bust her ass and she went back, you really can't say nothing. She went back.
Right.
To me, I don't know the thing about the light me up. Oh, well, to me, it's a difference between a man beating a woman and a couple fighting all the time. Is that not a difference?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a huge difference between a couple that get into
him beating her is him. It's just him doing
it. That's what I'm saying.
But if a couple's fighting, it's them both hitting each other.
Yeah, man, not supposed to put his hands on a woman. Okay.
Nobody
got that part.
No, people need to stop that. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody.
No, it's a fact.
If you put your hands on a man and he bust your ass, you ask for it.
Yeah, come on, man. Like they was fighting, they was toxic to each other. It was what it was.
And they probably
what we
smashed
doing?
right after.
Yeah, come on. And she on what? Baby number what? With man number what? What do we? Come on.
Hold on.
Both kids got the same daddy.
Hold on. Speaking of Rihanna,
how many relationships and like, come on, a long time ago. Let that go.
But they're not letting it go with him. Like
let that one go.
It's forever. It's forever in his history.
He had a point when he said that they don't be giving Blueface and Krishan that same energy though.
Right.
They.
He had a point.
Yeah, he said that,
but Blueface also had a point. He said you hit the wrong bitch.
This ain't Rihanna.
So he had a point.
Hold on. Speaking of Rihanna, funny story, right? I was listening to the radio. I was listening to what's the A$AP Ferg? He has a song with Nicki Minaj, and the lyrics go something about eating Riri out.
All right.
And now look at his man got his girl. Got the girl.
Wait, huh?
He probably don't think nothing of it.
Who said something about who?
A$AP Ferg.
He said something about. Okay, I got you. He said something about it. All right.
Yeah, about something about Rihanna, but like I wanted that A$AP Rocky was like.
This is recent. This is before they got together, or they was together already.
No, they wasn't together. This is Mob with this one.
Oh yeah.
And he said something about that. I don't think he was.
I don't think so. No, come on, man.
So
that's just bars, man.
But what if A$AP started looking at Rihanna after that?
I mean, she chose. She chose, and she chose that nigga. It is what it is.
Come on, man. Which A$AP? You just saying A$AP. Both of them A$AP.
Well,
A$AP Ferg.
A$AP Ferg.
If he started looking at Rihanna after,
what's the name said that? Like, what if they was in a studio together, right? And he was like, "Yo, I got a crush on Rihanna, mad bad." And then A$AP Rocky like, really? Let me get her to make him mad, so he can still be the number 2 A$AP.
Yo, come on, Sean. That's typical hood. Like, how many times dudes look the same, bro? Like, yo,
right?
Yeah, she nice. Like,
so
that's an old song. Come on, Sean. Don't act like you ain't never shot at you and your man shot at the same person before. Come on, man.
Right.
But like, is that
nothing wrong with it? Everybody's single.
Okay, all right.
Everybody's
single. Because I was about to say, if you know, like, if I don't shoot my shot, but
respectable.
If I know that my homegirl like a guy, girl, you can have him.
Why you don't shoot your shot? Just wondering. What's your
I don't feel like that's my place.
I could dig that.
I don't feel like that's my place. If he's interested in me, he'll say something.
Yeah, if somebody like you, they'll find a way to get close to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about it.
So you believe in like the old school rule, the man's supposed to court the woman and say all of that? Why is that? Why do you believe that that's how it's supposed to go, especially in these days?
See, I'm not a these days type of.
But you live in these days, though.
Yeah, I live in these days.
Yeah, you here.
But in my mind,
your footprint is all around.
In my mind, I'm in the 40s.
Why?
It's just, well, I'm gonna be honest. Women don't take rejection like men do. Men can get turned down, and sometimes they get over. Women don't take rejection like that. They don't take They can't accept it the way that a man does. And I just don't feel like it's my place. Like, why am I walking up to you?
I mean, you could throw a little alley-oop style. No, you could do a little small things.
I can barely dribble. I can't.
So you wouldn't try to like go and what did you say, switch next to him and like give him the googly eyes and nothing.
You can't do nothing like.
No.
You can throw up the bat symbol like yo, throw up the side or something like.
No, if you listen, look. If you see me and I see you, and you see me and I see you seeing me seeing you, nigga. If you like me, say something. I'm not gonna come up to you.
At least you can't even give him like just a little smile and then turn look like this.
I smile at everybody.
That's the reason why he ain't coming to you. Listen, everybody in the room, he's just offering out smiles. Like,
listen, you gotta listen. You gonna have to take the risk. I'm not gonna come up to you and say nothing.
Yeah, you don't have to come up to
Yo, I did that one time. Sorry, I was at KP and I saw this guy and I thought he was cute.
Wait, KP? What's KP?
Kings Plaza.
Oh, okay, all right. Because listen, we from different worlds. My KP is a different world. She said KP. I'm thinking she in the hood at Kennedy Park. I said KP.
It was this guy and I thought he was cute, so I shot my shot, right? All right, no problem. Come to find out, I go to my homegirl party. No, and like a day or two before, because me and him followed each other on Instagram, and me and her followed each other on Instagram, and she had asked how do y'all know each other? But I thought she was asking that to him, not me. So when I went to her party, she was like asking me, look, how you know so and so? So I was like, I backed him at Kings Plaza. And she was looking at me and I'm just like, girl, what the fuck is wrong with you? You all right? And she was like, that's my best friend's man. Wow. I said he ain't say nothing to me. He ain't say nothing to me about Sabaros at all.
But that ain't your fault. That ain't nobody.
I'm like, he said he wanted to take me out for red velvet waffles. He wanted to go on the whole date talking about he looking for somebody he could grow with.
He was already planning
I was like, really? Put Shorty on the phone. So she put the girl on the phone. I told her everything. I said,
you went to full snitch mode. Stop snitching.
You absolutely right.
Where you from?
You absolutely right.
Where you from? You from Beacon? Come on, man.
Listen. No, you want to know why? Snitching. Because let's say I would have went out with him, right? I don't know nothing. I'm thinking you single. Right. Now, what if I bump into her? And she looking at me and I'm looking like, what the fuck is going on here? Now you put me in a situation and I don't have no clue what's going on.
I do believe.
So I told her, I'm like, this is what was going on. But I wasn't interested in him because it was somebody else that looked better. So I'm just like, So
shallow.
Yes. So I told her and I blocked him. She stayed with the nigga. Right. Girl, you got to be.
Listen, man, that's their trials and tribulations.
But then he ended up leaving her.
But the whole thing, you found out that way. So you feel like in your mind that someone is gonna. I mean, you think just because he didn't tell you, he could have. He could have talked to you and still didn't tell you he was in a relationship.
But you see, what was we saying before the cameras came on? The truth always comes out.
Right.
Small world.
Right.
It's about to get even smaller as soon as your girl get on the phone. Now, I told her, I did not know. If you choose to stay with him, that's on you. But why would you even do that? Because that right there shows you the type of person that he is. He's not. And then I guess after that he was cheating. I don't know what he was doing, but he ended up leaving her. I don't know if he changed or not.
He's in transition to his change.
I don't know if he changed or not, but. You putting me in a situation. You're not gonna put me. I'll put you in a situation before you put me in one. So I told her, and then I left it at that, and they ended up,
I do think if that's what you're gonna do, you should keep it playing and tell the person.
Well, you should be honest. If you know you got a girl, that's what I'm saying. Tell the person. But then at the same time, if you're in your relationship and you're unhappy, and then instead of cheating, just be single.
So you never.
That always sounds easy.
It sounds easy, but
listen, it's real easy. This is not it.
I rock with you. I understand. Listen, I'm walking with you.
People
but I'm
make
just saying,
it seem like it's so hard to leave. It can't be that hard. The same way it's easy for you to cheat, it should be easy for you to leave. If you put yourself first and you put your needs first and you put what's best for you first, when you decipher that relationship is not what's best for you, why are you staying in it? Do yourself and that person a favor and leave. Instead of cheating and hurting the person, just go ahead, just leave.
So you never cheated?
No.
Have you been cheated on?
Yes.
How many relationships would you say you had in your life, man? Real relationships? 2? Okay.
Two real relationships.
That's real.
So you don't believe... All right, so have you ever had like a relationship with a guy and he had a girlfriend and you were still dealing with him? You never did none of that stuff?
No.
Tell the truth.
No.
Never.
No.
Yo, she walk on a different planet.
I'm a snitch. It wouldn't make it. I'm a snitch.
Why you snitching?
Yeah, why you telling?
What if he told you, yo, I got a girl, and you just like, damn, I really like this nigga or something? Like
nobody can expose you.
If you live the truth.
Nobody can expose you for doing something if you simply don't do it.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
I'm the wrong one to try that with, in case anyone was confused.
And it depends on what point of your life you in too, because sometimes everybody not always there yet. Some people are still running around playing, going through certain phases in their 20s. But this is what
I'm saying. Then be single.
But listen, I said it to you earlier. Everybody is not on certain frequencies. Your mind is telling you want to be here, but you doing, you here, you doing this, you doing that.
But most
of us are
on you.
stupid until we turn about 28, 29. So you can't even expect that of somebody in their 20s for the most part. Like,
yes, you can. That's on you. You should be held accountable at
listen.
You're 18 and over. Then you should be held because you're an adult.
That makes you better later in life. Everybody, girls got to go through that. They cold phrase, they birth phrase, and men got to run through the. You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't.
You got to run through your phases.
No, you don't.
Because then you be a late bloomer in life. You be trying to do what you didn't do in your 20s when you.
Okay, so when you have your whole phase and you running through anything, right? When if you get an itch, a scratch, a bump, don't say nothing.
But you could get that in a relationship. What's the difference?
No, but I'm talking about when you get it from running around.
From just being promiscuous.
Nobody has to sleep around. Nobody has to run around. That is a choice.
But there is no ultimate answer to that because you could get it in your relationship because they could be doing what they do. There's no way to control somebody completely.
If you're getting an STD in your relationship, then that is because somebody is running around. Why run around?
But
just be
what I'm
single.
saying is no way to prevent it all the way. There's no.
You want me to show you how you prevent it? You ready? Yeah. Bam.
Listen, you say all that. But everybody don't live like that, so you could, no matter how you wanna.
But then you could. That's on them.
Oh wait, that's a position too. When you close the legs, you lift it back, and you lift it back behind the head. So listen, what are you talking about? That's one of my moves. What are you talking about?
That's on them.
What are you talking about?
That's on them. That is on them. Whatever choice you make, you have to be willing to take the consequence that comes with it.
Right.
Guess what? It's more than one color on the color wheel. It's more than one color. Listen, it's gray areas. Things happen in life. It's not black or white.
If it's one thing black people gonna do,
it ain't black or white. It ain't black or white.
It's make what? Excuses.
Listen, it's called context. All right, listen, we don't like to. The problem is people don't like to add the details in between. You always want it to be this way or that way, but there's always details in between that we want to overlook.
What details? It's to me.
Details
there's
of
no
growth.
gray area with
Everybody
me.
is not always ready. You may think you're ready.
If
you
you're
may want to be there, especially in your 20s.
If you're not ready, be single.
But you may not be mature enough to even know that you're not. For you thinking you are, but you still running around.
If you're cheating, that is a clear indication that you're not ready for a relationship.
Everybody is not that smart and that advanced at
That is their problem,
right?
Because that is selective retardation.
But that's most of the world. Like most of the world. We all retarded till we about 30.
That's not true. That is not
run a poll. Run a poll right here.
That's not true.
Run the poll. Everybody is stupid. Pause. But look. Everybody is stupid till they about 30. Like, yo,
that's
you
not,
go
that's
through things
not
in life.
true.
Most people,
I mean, most people. I can't speak for most people. I'm
you
gonna
gotta
speak for
go
me.
through things, yeah.
But you really
but
don't.
We talking about the population. We talking about the lower average. We talking about on the bigger scale.
You don't have to go through things. A lot of times, people, if you pay attention, right? Mm-hmm. Because we all know somebody who did something dumb. If you pay attention to what somebody else did, because you can learn from the mistakes of others, and that will prevent you from going and doing the same thing.
I feel you, but
if you see somebody do something, if you see somebody playing traffic and you say, well, they just wasn't quick enough. I'm not gonna get hit by a car like them. You're dumb. You're dumb, and you deserve to get smacked by
you're invincible. You think the same things ain't gonna happen to you.
But then that's your foolishness.
That's fine.
All right, so
that's fine. There's a lot of fools in the world.
All right,
that's fine.
All right. But listen, some foolishness can lead you to greatness.
Talk about it.
How often do that happen?
Very often.
Absolutely.
The entrepreneur that decided to leave his job.
That's not foolish.
It could have been foolish. He could have had bills. He could have had family, mouth to feed, all types of stuff.
And he left and then changed his whole trajectory of life.
I wouldn't consider that foolish because it's not like you're leaving your job to just sit around and be a bum. You're leaving your job because you have plans on working hard.
Man, you could have seen something better. You could have seen something on TV that sparked you while you were sitting around.
But what the same?
That's not the same as quitting your job just so you can lay around. So quitting your job to be an entrepreneur, it's a risk, but I don't feel like I don't feel like that's a foolish thing to do if you have a plan.
Right.
Now, if you just out here, you ain't got no plan.
So now, like he's saying, he's doing it without a plan. What does somebody do without a plan?
He's just like, I just can't do this no more.
Selective retardation. Why would you? Why would you just quit your job and you don't have no business plan? You don't have no format as to how you're going to, as to how you plan on being successful. You just going to wing it.
That's not okay.
A lot of people have.
A lot of people do that.
You a bird? You don't got no wings. Why would you try and wing it?
I don't teach that kind of fear. Some people.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Listen, you can win without one sometimes. It is what it is.
All right, so I guess we're gonna agree to disagree on this subject because I think Miss Mary over here.
Yeah, I like her over here. Like yo, like
all right, so
it's fine and narrow, walking straight in line.
I try.
So if you've been online for the past few weeks or few months, you might have seen my homegirl over here.
She been online?
And yes, they've been eating her up on Facebook and everything.
What's she doing?
So she has a strong stance on one. We're not gonna get straight to that yet, but on the blended families.
Yeah.
You said blended families don't work.
Blend smoothies, not families.
Why you call it blend smoothies?
No, I said blend smoothies, not families.
Oh.
there are instances where it works, but it is very rare if you look at the statistical data.
Okay.
They have the highest failure rate. Nuclear families have like a 50% rate, like in terms of marriage, they have a 50-50 chance of working out. With blended families, it's like a 70 to 80% failure rate.
Right. So we have someone in here, right? Mm-hmm. They have a blended family.
Who has a blended family?
We're not talking. No, we're not even talking about you. This is somebody different. I don't have a blended family. They have a blended family. They are with someone, and their significant other is okay with their child's father being in the picture.
What you mean?
Like at events, things of that nature.
But other person can't be there.
I mean, but it's like blended family. Like, oh, I got two dads type thing.
But you don't. You got one father. One. You about. I mean, you see. Listen, my opinion is my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know why everybody G-string is in a knot because of my opinion.
Exactly. Like
no. I'm talking. But this is a whole separate situation, right?
All right.
From what we were talking about, right?
So you saying the other parent just comes around to things? That's what you're saying?
Yes. Okay. And the parent is allowing them, like the parent, the main parent. All right, we're talking about Jasmine, right? She says she has a stellar co-parenting situation.
So I'm trying to figure out what the problem. I didn't hear a problem yet.
I was like, I could never.
But I'm trying to find where's the problem. What happened? So the person's coming around.
It's not a problem. But she says a blended family doesn't work. It should be for blended.
You got that big old computer.
I don't believe in statistics. I want to know. I don't believe in blended family.
But you said that.
But
no, I don't have a blended family. I have a family.
I
have a family. I have a family.
A blended family and a nuclear family are two different things.
I didn't say nuclear. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say that.
You didn't say that. But when somebody says a nuclear family, it's a different from a blend. I'm not saying that you're saying that. I'm saying that a nuclear family is when you have two, like if two people who have no kids, they come together, they create their own child.
Okay.
That would be considered a nuclear family. There's no children from other relationships in the mix. Whereas what you would have would be technically a blended family. Even if you don't, if you don't want to.
I have people that I love and they love me. I don't
know about
titles. I don't know about.
I mean, but it is
putting
what
this
it
on
is.
that. I don't. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know about that. I have a family. I have
Nuclear
love.
family
We have relationships.
is referring to the blood relation.
I understand what the, but you know, everybody don't live by certain
Right.
laws, rules.
All right.
or what people
So
feel.
basically, Jasmine, she has a daughter. Or she has 2 kids, right? And
Jasmine, you got 2 kids?
yeah, she has 2 kids, and she's not with the father of the 2 kids, but she's with someone else, and he is like, you know, he's like stepping up, right? Like he's around.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so
I'm trying to find a problem.
He's daddy number 2, in a way. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
No, well, he's another figure in the house.
Yeah,
he's another like what is.
All right, so now, like the other day we was having a conversation, and I was like, you're like, I have a baby moms, right? I found out we wasn't that cool when she got married, right? And I was like, damn, I thought I was gonna come to the wedding. And she was like, no. And I'm like, oh shit, I thought we supposed to do it like this. And then that kind of fucked me up. Like, oh, maybe, you know, this ain't really what it's supposed to be.
You really wanted to go to the wedding?
Maybe
I thought she was gonna invite me.
Would you have
I don't
went?
know what, you know what I mean?
I would have went.
Oh, nah, absolutely.
I was with someone at the time, and it was like, okay, like this is where we at. You know, this is my daughter's mom. She, you know,
I want to know how she feel about a lot of things. So hurry up with your story.
Right. So, so the thing with that was, I thought we was gonna blend the families, and that showed me right there that's not gonna be it. Do you feel like
I would never.
What is it you want?
As long as this carpet is gray, I would never invite any of my exes. I would never invite nobody I even used to talk to my wedding. Why? Why you? Well, I'm gonna be honest. I would never want a wedding. I would prefer to just something small and quick at the church, or a courthouse wedding. I was a bridesmaid twice, and it completely turned me off the weddings. I would never want a wedding. But no,
you would never do
wildin'.
that.
So you can object and embarrass me? You're crazy.
So you scared of that?
Like, that's still my box. No, it's not. No, it's not.
All right, cool. So let's get back into a different situation, Jace. You meet a young man, and the young man has a child.
Goodbye.
But he's a great.
Goodbye.
I respect that. That's how you feel. That's cool.
I don't have any kids.
Yeah.
If I had a kid, it might be different.
That's cool.
Probably not. But goodbye.
What? Why is it a goodbye? Like, he's a great guy.
Well, she's single. She can choose anybody she wants.
No, I'm just talking about
He's a
for
great kid
shit's sake.
to somebody else's child. How do I benefit from him being a great father? That's not my child. Go work it out with your
You
baby
said,
mama.
how do you benefit from him being a gay?
You're a great father to your child, right? So that child is not my child. How do I benefit?
But if y'all have a child together,
I would never have a child with a man who
No, I'm
already has a
just. You
child.
said how you been. You know you have a good father.
I would never have a child with a man who already has a child. And
listen,
you have some men
that's
some people who they don't
understandable.
treat all their kids the same. Some people
And
don't
that
treat. They
could
got
be
a
true,
fade.
too. Anything can happen.
So
yeah,
no.
I respect the fact that at least you know what you want and you're doing it from jump a certain way. That's respectable.
And if it
you know
don't
what I
work
mean?
out, I'll die alone.
So here's the thing: you meet Mr. Right, no kids. You know what I'm saying? You dig into his background. Everything is beautiful. Y'all going beautiful for years. You get married. You have kids. Something happens with him. He starts drinking. He starts beating on you. You need to get away from him. What happens now? You never meet another man for the rest of your life.
I don't believe in divorce. And I don't believe
That's
in
cool.
divorce.
So you'll stay with him whooping your ass for
You're not letting me
amount of
finish.
years?
You're not letting me finish.
Okay.
I don't have separation. I don't have an issue with, but I don't believe in divorce. I didn't say I would stay. Divorce, I would have to go to the courthouse and file. I would never file for divorce.
Okay.
I'll file for legal separation if that. And let's be clear, no niggas put hands on me. No niggas that dumb.
Listen, people
So he might.
You and him split.
He might have that volunteer retardation and decide he want to risk
everybody
it all.
Is scared of everybody anyway. We all got people that love us and run wild.
You don't have to be scared of me.
No, I'm just saying in general because sometimes people be like, "Oh, I got cousins, I got brother, I got." Some people don't even care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, he don't have to care. He don't have to care.
Some people don't care about that because they'll do what they do, and they got people that love them and do it. So some people just do what they want and don't care too.
Those are not. I'm gonna be honest. Those are not issues that. Those are not issues.
But I'm just saying.
As soon as he even attempted.
I got you. So what would you do then? So if somebody
if he's beating on me or he has a drinking problem for my safety and the kids, I would separate myself and make sure that me and my kids are safe. But I'm not filing for divorce.
So you'll never date again, or you'll keep trying to.
I don't believe in divorce. If me and him are married, why would I go be with somebody else? Isn't that adultery?
So you'll be with him forever,
Isn't that adultery? I will never file for divorce. We can separate. We can separate. I will
Okay,
never
that's cool.
file
So
for
once y'all
divorce.
separate, you'll never be with another man.
No,
No.
at that point, my focus is my children.
So for the
What if
rest
he
of your life,
dies?
so for,
Yes.
okay, now
What
listen,
what if they die?
My focus is my
Listen,
kids. I'm not my kids.
she'll
I'm
be
not,
an old
my
maid, never
kids,
messing with another man
my
for
kids
the
will
rest
not
of her
have no
life.
stepfather.
That's all right.
Why not?
I don't
all right.
believe. Why would I give my kids a stepfather?
All right, here
I
we
don't
go.
believe,
You know why?
I don't believe in
You
blended
know-
families.
listen, you know why?
So why am I going to give my kids a stepfather?
Let me
I
give
don't
you a
believe in
great
blended
example.
families.
It's this guy, we all may know him. His name is Shaquille O'Neal, right?
Go ahead, because
He
y'all
took
love
on-
using that nigga.
He
Go
took
ahead.
he took on what his stepfather's name. His stepfather one who
That's
taught him how
still
to
not
play.
his child.
You said what? And the stepfather
They
taught him
can-
how to play
they can do-
basketball.
they can do
helped
40
him get
they
in
can-
school, did everything.
They can do
and you know what I mean?
45
So you
DNA
can't
test.
tell me-
Shaq will never be
It
that man's
don't
child.
matter.
Yes,
Guess
it
what? You know why it
does.
don't
Yes,
matter?
it does.
You know why
It don't matter to
Because
you.
guess what?
It
Guess
doesn't matter
what?
to you.
Your own biological, your own blood can do mean, hurtful things to you.
You know
so
that,
it doesn't matter. Guess what life is about?
We know
life
that
is not
you
about
know,
blood.
you know the risk that you're taking when you decide to have a child. You know that it could go this way, it could go that way.
Do you have
I
any
would
friends?
rather. I do.
You have friends, right?
Uh-huh.
Have you and your friends ever got into it with people before? Like, if your homegirl is about to get jumped, would you help her?
Of course.
Why? It's not blood. It's
That's
not
my
your sister.
homegirl. That's
It's not your sister. It's not blood.
You're comparing
Why-
that.
listen,
you're,
listen,
you're
let me- so
comparing
let me
that
get
to
there. Let
me.
me-
You're
now let me
comparing
make my
that to
point.
me raising an
But-
egg
but-
I didn't
but
lay
see-
or hatch.
But see, let me make my point. Why would you help her?
Because that's my friend.
Your friend, you love her, right?
Yeah, I got love for her.
Yeah, you love her. You have a life relationship with her.
I would
Right?
go hard for
So-
I'll go hard for my blood relative
Oh,
though.
I got you. So
I
why
can-
can't somebody else have that type of love for somebody else?
You can have whatever you can have whatever
life is
type
about
you
love and
You
relationships.
asked me a
That's
question,
what
right?
it's about.
You asked me a
Yeah,
question, right?
that's
You
what I'm
can
saying.
have
Life is about love
whatever
and
type of love
relationships.
you want to have for somebody. But as for me, I'm not taking on a child that is not biologically mine because I do not understand. I don't see what I would get out of it.
You get
Why does it have to-
life and
A
relationships?
a
yeah.
non-emotional response because niggas is always
But
giving
it don't matter
feelings.
because I
a
don't-
non-emotional
it's cool.
response. A
Because-
non-emotional.
but guess what?
A non-emotional response.
You got to understand what life means to
A
certain
non-emotional
people.
response.
I'm not going that way because
But I'm
listen,
I'm
the way
asking you
I
for
live
a
my life.
non-emotional
I don't want
response.
that. You're not going to get that from me because I live my life
So
the
you
way
don't
I
have
live
you
my
don't have
life.
a non-emotional response.
I don't.
You don't have
nothing else. I don't need nothing else. All I need.
You don't have a non-emotional
All
response.
I need is
You don't have a non-emotional response.
love, life,
Okay,
and a good
so- okay,
relationship.
so-
That's what life is about for me.
How do you
So I don't-
benefit
I
from
don't
taking
care for
care?
other things.
How do you benefit from raising another man's child?
What you mean? How you benefit from it? Does that child love you? Do you love them back?
Non-emotional.
Do you
please.
have a good relationship
You
with them?
can get love
Do they
from
bring you joy? Do they bring you
would
joy in certain
why
ways?
would
It
you
is
not
what it
wanna, Why would
is.
you not want to do those things and get those things from your own child?
You can do that with your own child, other kids, other people. It doesn't matter.
That's
It
not what I
doesn't
asked.
matter.
That's not what I
It doesn't
asked.
matter.
That's not what I
I have
asked.
enough love to give to
I
more
asked,
than one
why
person.
would you not want to do that for your own
But
flesh
who
and
said
blood?
you wouldn't want to do that? You could do that with multiple people.
But I'm
You know we
I'm
can
not
love multiple
asking
people,
about
right?
multiple people.
You know?
I'm specifically asking about your own
Who said
flesh
you?
and
But
blood.
you're saying like a person can't do it. You can do
That's
it.
not what I said.
All right,
That's
so
not what
hold
I
on.
asked.
Hold on one
That
second.
is what you have.
No.
You said,
Hold
like,
on.
yes, I could do it
I'm
with my
speaking
child.
about your own.
Yes.
Okay, then.
Yes.
So if you can do that with your own flesh and blood, for me, right? I'm a female. I'm not a man.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't understand what a nigga gets out of investing in another man's legacy.
Who said this is another person's legacy? Like
That man,
How
that
you-
the
you-
child.
see, listen,
if
listen.
I'm dating a man and he got a
Blood
daughter,
don't-
and that's
you-
not my daughter.
you're too obsessed with blood.
That daughter is him
Let me-
and the baby mother's
Yo,
legacy, correct?
let me tell
Not
you
my
something.
legacy, correct?
You,
All right.
Thank you.
yes, sir. But you too obsessed with blood. You obsessed with blood because somebody is blood. And some blood don't make you family.
Right.
It's family members that hate
But
each other.
but
what
it
happened
doesn't-
with Cain and Abel?
Can I change
Like
who I'm
blood don't
biologically
mean
related
nothing.
to?
It doesn't mean anything.
Can I change the fact that they are my blood?
No.
Are they still my blood?
But you don't have to
Yeah.
deal with
That's
them
a
though.
fact, correct?
You don't have to deal with them.
I'm dealing with the facts.
You don't have to deal with them.
I'm not
It's
putting
a
my
fact you don't have
feelings
to deal
into
with
it.
them.
Right.
It's a fact you don't
Anytime
have to deal
I have
with
this
them.
anytime I have this discussion with black people be so deep in their feelings. Niggas need to come out of their feelings. I
Yo,
have
you know
yet
what's
to
so
have
crazy?
anybody give
You know
me
what's
a
so crazy?
non-emotional benefit to taking care of a child that is not theirs. 80% of divorces are initiated by who?
Women.
Okay, so when a man decides that he's gonna marry a woman and she already got a child, will she not still leave him?
Right.
8
She'll
times
leave.
out of 10.
She'll leave.
How many of them still fucking their baby father?
How do you know? What
I'm a baby father, so I don't know.
Yeah,
A lot
exactly.
of them, a lot of them,
Now you just assuming.
a lot of them are still. I'm not saying all. I'm not saying all. There's no definite, but a lot of them are still fucking their baby fathers. In certain states, that man can be put on child support for the child that is not biologically his, that he stepped up to raise. Why would you want to take the risk?
The risk? What do we? Because I want to live, yo. That's how I live.
Hold on,
quick
question.
Taking risks that could be detrimental to you?
It's not.
Ayoelz, how old are you, if you mind me
I'll be
asking?
35 in May.
You be 35. You don't think that mindset would ever change?
Niggas said that my mindset was going to
Shit,
change when I was in high school. Didn't change. It'll change. 25 didn't change. About to be 30. No. No.
Listen.
Not my child, not my problem.
So you can never meet someone with a child
I'm
and just like
entertaining no nigga with no kids, bro. I don't want to. I just want to save you and your lung capacity because I don't want you. I'm not entertaining no man with no kids. I have no children. If a man is dating me, he's not getting nobody's ex-wife. He's not getting nobody's baby mama. I don't want nobody's ex-husband or baby father.
Right.
It's an equal exchange.
You know you running out of time.
I don't got no
out
kids.
Here
You don't have no kids.
Time is ticking for you.
You 35 years old.
Wait. Time is ticking for what?
Yeah.
Time is ticking for what exactly?
For the statistics to work out your way.
Time is ticking for what exactly?
What, to have children?
I don't want children.
No, I'm not even talking about having children.
I don't want children.
I'm not even talking about children.
Even if I did want children, I don't care if time is tick. I'm not gonna go rush and run out and just grab any man, marry any man, have a baby by any man. You wanna know why? Because if I make that detrimental decision, who has to live with the consequences? Me, not the people who feel like I should do something at a certain age. I gotta live with the consequences.
Right.
I feel you. But so you saying any and everything is just a risk. It's always take this risk. Isn't life about taking risks? That's how you know you alive. That's living, yo. Listen, you have to fall. You have to get up.
For a nigga who is so chocolatey, you're giving me light skin. It's giving light skin, red bone.
Yo, you know what I'm giving you? You know what I'm giving you?
It's giving caramel.
I'm giving you a strong black man. That's what I'm giving you. I'm giving you a man that been around. I'm giving you a man that holds it down. That's what I'm giving you.
Strong men raise their children. They invest in their legacy.
You know what strong black men do? We raise communities.
I believe that.
Communities.
Where has that
What happened to
y'all?
It Takes a Village?
Where has that
What happened
y'all?
to It Takes a Village? What happened when it takes to uncles, cousins? When I was young, I could walk down the street because the whole neighborhood knew who I was.
Black
and they
women
knew that I was
ruined that.
old kid.
Black women ruined that. Black
They knew
women
that I was
ruined
old
that.
son.
Black women
Times
ruined
is
that.
different. That's the problem.
Black women ruined that.
Listen, we so obsessed
the community
with
and
us,
the village
our
should be
family,
for those
what we
who
can
are
do.
doing things the
Listen, I'm
right
taking
way.
care of
The
a lot of
village and
babies.
community
You know
should
what I'm
not be
doing?
for people
You know
who are
what I'm
having
doing?
babies
I'm paying
out
for
of
kids to go to
wedlock.
college. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving away scholarships.
Congrats.
That's what I'm doing, baby. That's
Congrats.
what I'm doing out here.
You want a cookie?
Yeah, yes. Make sure it's chocolate chip.
I don't got a cookie, but I
want
do got a
chocolate,
candy
but
bar in my
double chocolate. Oh yeah, you can donate to my college for famous, focused, and motivated on understanding success.
And there's nothing
Let's
wrong with
talk
doing that.
about it.
I'm
That's
not
what famous
against
stands
helping
for.
anybody,
I
but
know,
helping
but that's
somebody
what I'm
and
saying. This is
raising a child is
community.
two different things.
Listen,
Let's be
we
very
all
clear.
gotta raise each other.
We
all gotta raise each
Let's be
other.
very
Yes,
clear.
we do.
Children is a
Yes, we do.
huge responsibility.
Exactly.
It is financially, mentally, physically draining.
Absolutely.
If I'm going to do all of that, I can only speak for myself. If I'm going to do all of that, I'm going to do that for my children. I can only speak for myself. What you do, that's your business. If I'm going to go through all of that, I'm going to do it for my children.
So at what age, listen, when he was talking about, I wasn't talking about Thomas running out for kids. I'm talking Thomas. The older you get, the more likely you're not going to find a man that doesn't have kids.
I'm not expecting to. I'm not looking for a relationship. I'm
Not looking. How can somebody that, so at the end of the day, you don't ever want to have a relationship? I'm just asking,
if I give you if I desired a relationship, if I give you my first criteria, that eliminates majority of men.
Absolutely.
I'm not
delusional.
At that age.
At that age. That's the point I'm getting to.
At any age, you don't know.
It gets worse as you get older. No, I'm saying it gets worse as you get older.
You don't know the criteria.
Wait.
You don't know what my criteria is. At any age, if I give you my first rule, that eliminates most men.
So all right, that eliminates.
So you just plan. So you don't. So you really don't.
Would you like to know what the rule is?
Yeah. What's the rule?
What is it?
My first criteria is he has to be God-fearing.
Okay.
Most people in general are not. Say for instance, if you're a man, right? You go to church or whatever the case is, right? If you say I want a God-fearing woman, your chances of finding it are slim to none.
But can't you become God-fearing? That's how many times people
with a man?
It's a process.
Why would I get?
Everybody's not just saved right away.
Why would I get with somebody in the hopes that they get there and they may never get there? Wouldn't it make sense for me to already, if I'm gonna be with somebody, make sure that they already have the qualities that I want? Because if I pick somebody based on potential, what if they never reach that potential?
But ain't that in the Bible? You supposed to teach them the way. That's
who
just,
teaches?
No. So I'm confused.
Who teaches?
So you ain't find
God-fearing
that guy yet in
But
church since you so God fearing?
Just first of all, just because somebody
Mm-hmm.
goes to church, that doesn't mean they have any relationship with God. A lot of people go to church
That's
out
true,
of habits.
but I'm just saying that's the closest to find. That's the closest to find somebody.
That's a lie. Number
Why
two.
not?
Number two. If when I go to
I
church,
go to the store if I want to find food.
Yeah.
you won't let me talk or not?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Number two, when you go to church to give God glory. You don't go to church looking for a mate.
But you do. Men gonna talk after.
right.
You don't go to
In a
church
community.
looking for
Yeah,
a
about
mate.
to say.
And hold on,
But you don't have to be looking to find or to acquire.
It is not my
You
job
keep-
to find or acquire.
some
That's not
I'm gonna
my
tell you.
place.
Some people say that even in some, it sounds crazy, but it's true in a way that when you go to church, right, some of the God-fearing men are most likely homosexual.
Then they not God fearing because according
I
to
hear
the
you.
Bible,
I hear you.
if you
I mean,
if you
hold on,
if
wait.
you if you
It's a
if
disclaimer
you
for that.
if you
That
if
was-
you
word.
if you
Exactly.
zesty
Yeah.
if you zesty according to the word,
Oh,
you're
no,
going to the lake of fire. So
I
there's
see
no
what
way
you're
you can be
saying, but-
homosexual and God fearing. Now, don't get me wrong. Nobody's perfect. We all fall short. Everybody struggle with something. I'm not saying that somebody who is struggling with it, they can't overcome it. There's nothing that God can't do. But you cannot be a practicing homosexual and be God fearing. The same way I can't sling crack and be God fearing. How?
Right. It has
You
to be
can't
a
be a
full
prostitute
lifestyle.
and be God fearing. How? If you in it and you're trying to turn from your ways, that's something completely different. That's completely different from being in something and you're not even making, you're not even trying to change.
All right. What is the oldest you would date?
There you go. That's a good
42.
question.
42?
42.
Okay. So the oldest you date was 42.
She put an
What if
exact
you-
number to the
Right.
No,
T.
I'm just saying.
Right. So you meet him, all his kids is grown.
I don't.
Out the
son,
house. Wait.
Listen,
Let me. Wait.
I feel like niggas is not hearing me.
Yeah, we hear you.
When
I
I
won't be
say
at
no
Disney World with
kids,
my
I
family. You can
mean
be-
no kids. I
Oh.
don't care if they 80 years old in a nursing home and they getting ready to and they
Shot,
in
F them
hospice.
kids.
No kids. No kids. No kids. No kids.
So you can't even talk to no nigga.
No.
You can't.
Hold on.
You've
Nothing,
never.
Shot.
Hold on. You never had sex with a guy that had kids. Be
Son.
honest. Be honest.
Yeah,
Right now.
We're
Why
not
you
in a
smiling like that?
relationship.
Why you smiling?
What
Why you
else are
smiling
you
like
good
that?
for?
Yeah,
What else are you
but-
good for?
So you have.
But you
hold on,
was just
wait,
misholding it down.
In the past.
Hold on,
In the
wait.
past.
Wait.
Man, let's
Hold
throw
on.
this thing out
So
of
you
here,
have.
man.
In the past.
So
In the past.
Yeah, hold on. Wait.
In
So
the
how you supposed
past.
to believe you God fearing now? You was out there, you know
In
what I mean?
the past. PAST.
So why can't somebody else?
past.
Everybody has a past.
Everybody has a past.
then.
Yes,
His
but-
kids is from the past.
But I don't have to accept somebody's past if I choose not to. The same
Right.
way if a man meets me, right?
Uh-huh.
And say if a man meets me, he's like, I want a woman who's a virgin. I'm not. That might have been my past. Celibacy and being a virgin is two different things.
Absolutely.
When
You know that.
I do not live in the land of delusion. I am not expecting for a man to accept me as I am. If he don't want to, he don't want to. And that's fine.
Right.
Whatever his standards are, whatever his preferences, whatever his criteria is, he has the right to have that. And if I don't fit it, I don't fit it. I don't feel no type of way. Because you shouldn't bend what you want from me. Who am I?
So you shouldn't. So you will have sex with a guy that has kids.
I wouldn't do it now. For what? I shouldn't have done it then. I for damn sure wouldn't do it now. Cause I know you fertile. I'm trying to avoid them problems. I'ma keep it a buck. You asked me in the past, have I done? Yeah, but it's pointless because I'm not gonna take you serious. I'm not gonna take you
So
serious.
you never had no pointless joints. Like,
I'm not gonna
course
take
you
you
did.
the
serious.
one point is to have
I'm
sex.
not gonna take you.
That's
I'm not gonna take you. And you have a lot of men.
Be
Not
happy that-
not
be
all,
happy
but
that
you have
point
men
wasn't
who,
on point when
if
he
they
was
don't
with
got
you, like-
kids
Right.
and they don't want to deal with a woman with kids, they'll smash a woman with kids. But
Right.
it's not gonna be anything more. than
That was me for a long time.
And it doesn't matter who's doing it. It doesn't matter whether I'm doing it. It's wrong.
Right.
If you know it's not gonna go anywhere, it's just best to leave the person alone.
All right, I'm gonna give you one more.
Shot. No kids. She don't care.
No, I
right?
don't
Let
care.
her stay in
No.
her
Listen.
world, man.
One more. This is one more, and you probably heard it all. Right? You fuck with this nigga. Y'all in a relationship for some time. He pops the question. Y'all love each other. Whatever the case may be. Y'all get married,
And he finds out he has a child.
and he finds out
So I don't believe in divorce. I will file for legal separation. I didn't sign up to be a stepmother.
She'll
I married
file
you.
for-
I married you.
Listen,
I married you.
let the old maid
I
be
married
old
you
story.
under the assumption that you had no children.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have no kids and you have no kids, if we have a child, right? As a wife, my joy would be being able to give you your firstborn. Whether you knew or you didn't, that you took that from me. Whether you knew or you didn't, you took that from me. I don't get to give you your firstborn no more because you don't get it to this whack ass bitch. So no,
So
we're gonna
you-
file for legal separation.
So you
don't
can't
make-
have any compassion? So he's supposed to live his
Yo,
life
that-
separated from someone that doesn't want to be with him anymore. You're not gonna be his wife. You're gonna let him stay in his misery because of his
if you
past.
have one conversation with me, it doesn't take long to know the type of person that I am.
Right.
So if I'm telling you I don't want a man with kids, what makes you think that you finding out you got a baby is gonna change my criteria?
He
If
went to DR and had a baby by mistake.
I don't. How you have
And then 20
You had a
years
baby.
later, 20 years later, he come, oh, Poppy, this is your son.
I need you to fill out. I need you to fill out this form and put your signature and date right here.
He's not gonna fill it out. Then what happens?
You can still. There's ways around it.
She don't believe in
I will
divorce.
move
She'll
out.
be sitting.
All right,
I
so
will move out.
all right, let's,
I don't want no
all
man
right,
with no child,
so-
and I'm not
works.
gonna bend.
All right, so
It works.
with her
I'm
saying
not gonna
that,
accept the child. Why would I even waste my time?
Right.
Why you at my door?
with
Why I
her,
see your big ass head on my ring doorbell? Skedaddle. Shoe fly, don't bother me.
so all right. We already know her stance is
No.
strong, it's thick, it's
so
strong,
strong.
it's like strong.
Listen.
Let me say this. I dated a guy with kids. I always said I would never date a man with kids, and I had a long list of why I wouldn't do it. But I said, you know what? You cannot until you try it. Every single reason on my list, I proved myself right. On top of the fact that if you're with somebody, right, you want to come first. If you're dating somebody who has a child, you will never come first. Why would I come second? Why? Why would I put you first, but I'll come second? That's not fair. Right then and there, we're unequally yoked. Right. It's not fair for me to put you first, but then I don't have that same priority in your life. So it's best that we go our separate ways. It doesn't make no sense. The only way that you can date somebody with kids is if you're okay with coming second. Not me.
You like animals?
I don't got no pets. I don't even got to go fish.
No.
All right,
Now,
so
I like National Geographic and watching the owls. Call, you know.
So
know
you
that.
ain't gonna be a cat lady.
No, I don't like cats. I don't have any
So
pets.
I don't know what's going on.
All right.
I don't know,
I
man.
think that people don't understand that you can. Some people, right? Most people want companionship, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's human nature.
I'm about to say, isn't that human nature?
It can be in the context.
Sun, moon, and
It
stars,
can be.
man, woman,
It
child,
can be
like-
in the context of a relationship, or it can be just having friends and family around. So a
That's
form of
true, too.
companionship. It doesn't have to be a relationship. People don't really grasp the concept of being able to be single and being happy and being at peace. With me, right? My goal is to have peace. I have peace. I have peace. There are people in relationships who don't have peace. There are people who are married that don't have peace. People who have kids and they don't have peace. I have
That's
peace.
true.
And as long as I have peace, that is all that matters. I could get into a relationship and all my peace could go
All right,
out
so
the window.
you-
And Lord knows how long it will take me to gain that that level of peace back.
so we can look at you and say you're a God-fearing woman.
I try. I struggle like everybody else, but I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm
All right,
trying.
Listen,
All right.
everybody has different views. I understand where you come from. That's you know. Some people like the
People are
journey
gonna
of
do-
life.
People are gonna do.
Some people like the journey of life. They like the ups and downs.
No,
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
like a straight road.
you gotta live to know you're alive. You know what I mean? So
Right.
Black people's idea of living life is how much you failed.
Black people. Nah,
and
it ain't just failing. It's everything.
Which community
It's
is doing the
everything.
worst?
It's everything.
Which
that's
community is
come on.
doing
That's
the
come on.
worst?
That's a whole nother. That has nothing.
Which
That's a
community
whole
is doing
nother-
the worst?
We're
Which
designed to do the
which-
worst. We was brought here to do the worst. We're not gonna go through all that. There's no point in all that. That's pointless.
What are
That's
niggas
pointless.
what are niggas
That's
great at
pointless.
doing? Making what?
What do you
Excuses.
mean? The whole system is designed for us to be in a certain
doesn't
way.
matter what the system
Come
is
on,
designed for,
man.
so-
Come on, man.
The system
we got
is-
liquor
the
stores and
the
Chinese
system-
restaurants on every corner for a reason. We have buildings and project buildings, and we on top of each other for a reason.
Who supports
Everything's
those
for a
Chinese
reason.
restaurants?
Come
Who
on,
support
man.
the businesses that come
Everything's
into the
for a
black community
reason.
that we complain about? Who supports them and gives them money? If we stop giving them money, they wouldn't be there in the first place.
Listen.
The black community has a big problem with accountability.
A lot of times we
if
can't
you
even
stop
get.
buying Chinese
we have
food,
mayors
the
that's
Chinese food
listen,
store it would close,
listen,
right? The
my
restaurant would close, correct?
Listen, the
They
old
can't-
man and
no
my
business can function without money. If black people stop going to non-black owned businesses in their communities, those businesses will have to up and move.
What if they're
Am I
not even
lying?
selling? What if they're not even? That's not true.
Thank
What if they're
you.
not even selling the space to black people in that community?
So what? Online
mean,
shopping.
so what?
You
So
have
how-
black.
no,
You have
I'm just
black-owned
saying in
businesses
general, so you
online.
can't-
There's
when you say
always
that,
a
it's
way.
things
Other
that
communities
happens.
find a way to support themselves. Black people can do the same thing. We just choose not to, and then complain about it.
Nah.
All right, so
We could do
can
better.
go
We just
ahead,
choose
yeah.
not to.
Oh, people in general could do better. Absolutely.
Yeah, but I'm talking about niggas because I'm black.
Absolutely.
I don't care what other people are
Absolutely.
doing.
right. So to her point, what do you get out of being in a relationship with someone that has a maternal child?
With me, it's not about what do you get out of it, what do you benefit for. That's not how I look at it. It's a family.
Right.
At the end of the day, and that's how I was raised. That's how my big mama was. My grandma, I don't care. All her sons and uncles, girlfriends, kids, whoever. It's a loving community. I was raised with love. So at the end of the day, with me, I got blood that I don't deal with. I have blood I don't even like or I don't deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, with me, it's about what makes me happy. I'm not looking with my hand out saying, I'm benefiting from this, I'm benefiting for that. My happiness, maybe these people make me happy. They say the right things, they do the right things, they hug me, they look at me a certain way. That's what life is about. For me, life is about relationships. And it doesn't matter where them relationships come from. They don't have to just come from blood. You know how much blood I'll never step foot in their house or deal with or talk to? Blood could be poisonous. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's not about just, oh, I gain this, I gain that. I have a family. I have love. My life is different. You know what I'm saying? So my hand is not out. I'm not looking to it, oh, will you benefit this, that, and the third? And guess what? If it all was to crumble, I'll be fine. I'll have another family, another situation, another whatever it is. I'm just living. I'm living my life. I'm here. I'm good. I don't all that, oh, you did this to get that and what, that don't mean nothing to me. At the end of the day, like, we here. I'm here for life in this journey. I'm happy. I'm having fun. I'm living.
How many black
Period.
women, when they don't have no kids, they don't want a good man, they want to run around and throw pussy, and then after they have a baby by the wrong man, now all of a sudden the nigga that they paid no attention to when they were childless, they want to spin the block and they want him to step up and be a stepdaddy.
What
But they didn't. But they.
I'm trying to figure out what I gotta
am
do
I
with
lying?
anything.
You got a lot of women. You could have had a good man. You didn't want him because he was a cornball. You go, you mess around with a bozo, have a baby by the bozo, and after you have a baby by the bozo, now all of a sudden you want to spin the block to the nigga that you didn't want to begin with. There are, and I'm not saying all, but there are a lot of single mothers who go after weak men.
Right. So you
A lot of women will tell you, being a stepdaddy is honorable. And a lot of them, they know damn well that man ain't gonna get nothing out of it. They know damn well that they can up and leave, take half of his income, get alimony, depending on if they are able to swindle him into legally adopting the children. They can put him on child support. In certain states, you don't even have to have the man legally adopt him. If you can prove that he played a father figure role, you can put that man on child support. When men decide to take on responsibilities that are not theirs, they're taking a very big risk. I do not, me personally, because I can only speak for me, I do not see how it's worth it. When women are usually the ones that leave the relationships. Imagine getting into a relationship with a woman, she got a child, you become attached to the child, then she up and leave, knowing you got an attachment to that child. And then she look at you and say, you're not your kid, no way.
got punched.
Women do it all the time. I'm not saying all women do it, but a lot of women do it, and they don't have no problem doing it. If you're going to take a risk on your own first and foremost. Now, I don't think that there's anything wrong with a married couple adopting children out of the foster kid system. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I could probably make an exception for widows or widowers. Would I date a widower? Hell no. I don't want no man with no kids. But if someone was to decide to do it because the father, they were married, he or she did it the right way, the person passed away, that's not their fault. That's fine. In order for, and I'm talking about step parents, period, but I'm harping more so on stepdads because women always talk about stepdaddy season, right? Most black women, in order for you to be a widow, you would have had to gotten married in the first place. Even if I was to switch it and say, okay, if the woman is a widow and the man wants to be, he wants to step into that child's life, that's fine. People would still be pissed. Oh, well, why you gotta be a widow? Why she had to get married? You don't gotta have to get married. No way I put it. I could put it a million different ways. People will still find a problem with it.
All right.
Love is a feeling. Feelings change.
Right.
And women can be very finicky.
Any last words on this subject, Javon?
Go stepdads.
Well, this is
Y'all niggas are weak. It's giving beta.
Yo, so one more question, right? Let me see. Let me see, because there's a bunch of questions from the people in the back. What if you can't have kids?
I don't care. I don't want kids no way. If I can't have them, okay.
So and he decides to leave you after you fell in love and you find out you can't have kids.
If I was to get married and I don't want children, but if I was to get married and my husband wants a kid, I'll give him a kid. But if I can't have a child and he decides to leave, then what can I do about it? Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
Right.
Wait.
What I'm gonna do? Hold this dick up by gunpoint?
I'm trying to get something. You said you don't want kids? That's what you said a few times?
Mm-mm.
You don't want kids. Do you want a husband? Just ask. I'm not saying you have to or you need, but do you?
I'm not opposed to marriage. I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I've always wanted to get married, but realistically, the chances of it happening are slim. It has nothing to do with age, but I told you that first criteria. That first criteria is going to eliminate most men. The first rule alone is going to eliminate most men.
Got you. So you don't want kids and you lukewarm on a husband.
I'm realistic.
Are your parents together?
No.
Were they ever married?
No, they weren't married. They were never
So
married.
do you think that's like something that plagues you?
No. Because I don't have to do I don't have no I don't have to I don't have no because my parents had me and my brother out of wedlock. I didn't choose to go that route. But I was also raised, my mother said, look, don't do what I did. If you're going to have kids, get married first. And, that's something that I believe in. I believe in if you want to have a kid, you should be married first.
So you're going to listen to someone that wasn't married?
Word.
If a crackhead tells me not to do crack, am I going to tell a crackhead, well, why not you doing it? That doesn't make no sense.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she told you.
You can learn from examples. But even if my mother would have never told me that, if I'm reading the Bible, if I'm going to church, ain't the pastor going to say the same thing?
Right. One more question. So you said if you found out that this person had kids, you would file for separation or whatever.
I would never divorce. I don't believe in
All
divorce.
right, but what if he wanted to divorce you? Would you sign them papers?
No. I don't believe in divorce. I'm not signing the divorce
But you
papers.
want him to sign the separation papers because he got a baby.
If he doesn't want to sign them, I cannot make nobody do nothing they don't want to do. If he does not want to legally separate, if he doesn't want to sign the divorce papers, I cannot make him do it.
Right, but then you're not going to be around him? You're going to abandon your marriage?
I would,
You're going to abandon, you can't abandon, a God-fearing woman is not abandoning her marriage.
The Bible allows for separation.
Right, but
it doesn't have to be legal separation.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be opposed to legal separation. But it could be legal separation or otherwise. But I just don't believe in divorce. I would separate, and I'm not.
And then you would never marry again.
No, I don't believe. Listen, I would not. Marriage is till death do you part.
You is a strong woman.
I'm very strong in my beliefs. I'm not gonna bend. I'm not gonna bend.
Don't bend, no fold, no.
I ain't bending.
shake.
I'm not bending.
Don't bend over. You might have one of the things you ain't want.
If I get married, I'll probably be always bent over or on my back.
One of the things
or whatever position you choose.
One of the things you ain't asking for, you better.
Whatever you want.
You ain't asking for.
Whatever you want.
All right, so this was a great conversation. It was very spicy. I really enjoyed this. This was good. I really like
got
Ayoelz.
big foreheads.
Wait,
shout out to the big forehead.
Wait, no, I have one forehead. One Italian forehead. I have an Italian forehead.
Well, if this goes back any further, I'll have one as well.
I have one entire forehead.
So, can you tell us where to find you online?
Please don't follow me.
Don't follow her. Listen,
Please don't
drop her Instagram.
I'll put it right at the bottom.
So all the baby mamas and everything can bombard your page.
I'm not gonna accept your follow request.
Oh, come on.
And don't tell your baby father to follow me either. I'm not interested.
Crazy. Listen, don't talk crazy and then dodge the smoke. Listen, people. She want all the smoke.
Listen, I don't.
So this is where they can come to they can come to your
break.
pictures. They can hit your inbox. They can say everything crazy they want to say.
You can't even DM me unless you're following me.
You can't DM me. Sorry, right here. Put the ad and put this right here. Yeah, go see her.
She gonna change that motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna keep it the same way it is. You can't DM me unless you're already following me. I do not accept follow requests from people I don't know or I'm not already following. So best of luck.
All right, so what's your Instagram?
Leave me alone.
No.
Oh, his?
Don't dodge the smoke. Come
Sorry.
on. Yo, don't dodge the smoke. Put your Instagram right there. Don't dodge the smoke.
Fine. All right, what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is study_got it.
I was gonna say hot chocolate.
All right.
That boy good.
Cocoa Thunder.
Make sure you guys follow the youtube.com/beatsonfilm. The Instagram Conversations on Film. You can follow me, Shatek the producer. I bought my verification. I got the blue check. I paid my $14.
Why we need to be talking about that?
I paid my $14.99.
When I seen the blue check, I said that boy got money. He want everybody to know he got a Tesla.
How you? First
off,
I take it as sign of disrespect. How you owe me $20, but you got a blue check? Like, yo, ain't nothing official about you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing check. I need to be blue checking your eye. You owe me $20 and you got a blue check. That's the best you want to do with your money.
It's $14.99.
He gonna give it to you in $5 a week in increments.
Come on, man. What we doing out here?
You know what I'm saying? It's like
everybody got
the
one.
garbage man got a blue check.
Yo, come on, man. My little sister 12, she got a blue check. Like, yo, she doing better than me. What we doing out here with these blue checks, man? Y'all done took the
I'm gonna be totally honest with you. A lot of these rappers, if they got on, or the ones that you see with them, they bought their blue checks. They've been paying thousands of dollars.
Followers, blue check. This is old.
I'm just saying that blue check though. They paid thousands of dollars for that.
And now it's what?
Now it's $14.
Now it's $14.99 a month. And if you got an Apple Card, you put it on your Apple Card, you get 3% back.
That's crazy. Yo, you know who fault it is?
What?
Sorry, y'all get mad. Android users. We ain't had none of these problems when we was with iPhones. We ain't had none of these problems testing. We didn't have these problems when it was only for iPhone users.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. So again, this is Shatek the producer. This is Conversations on Film with Shatek. Make sure you follow Conversations on Film. Shatek the producer, Beats on Film. And it was one more thing I had to say. Shout out to stepdads. All right, we out of here.
Yo, y'all.
Whoa, Shatek.